driving.
When the SpaceX Falcon 9 rocket blasts off again next week, it will, for the first time, carry humans to space. And it will realize a long-shot dream of the company's once underdog CEO. Tesla founder Elon Musk set out to make space travel less expensive, making much of his rockets reusable and, instead of outsourcing to contractors, making them in-house.
This area is dedicated to our Dragon spacecraft assembly.
I think it's important that humanity become a multi-planet species. I think most people would agree that a future where we are a spacefaring civilization is inspiring and exciting compared with one where we are forever confined to Earth until some eventual extinction event.
Next week's launch is not sending its crew to another planet, just the International Space Station. But there's no doubt this is the start of something we've never seen before.
It sort of almost seems like, in a really broad way, this is the first really significant step toward literally being able to buy a ticket to space.
Yes, for orbital spaceflight, that's right.
Musk is one of a billionaire class competing to set the stage of commercial spaceflight. Jeff Bezos, Richard Branson along with him.
Instead of, in a sense, a race between governments to go to the moon, which is a familiar thing for a lot of people, now we have a race between corporate titans, if you will.
When companies like SpaceX become regular suppliers of trips to the International Space Station, their expertise could become a proving ground for expanding who they take up. Say, a space tourist.
It would be like 1 or 2 in a year tops, just to say this is also happening. 3 to 5 years, it would be ready for that. So will the operator decide on utilizing the capability? Will be a wait and watch.
SpaceX is already trying to prove it's more capable than largely government-funded projects, designing boosters that land themselves, for one.
The cost efficiencies being realized will be seen over time as they conduct multiple missions.
SpaceX is trying to make it as obvious as possible that this is a new kind of spaceflight.
There is a newness simply visually with what we're about to see.
From the touchpad-heavy cockpit to the spacesuits themselves, it's a design touch on a 21st century-born project to make space more accessible to all of us.
The history of space that will be written is going to be greater still.
James Packard, Newsy, Chicago.